Hey guys, thought today I would do kind of a walk and talk video. I kind of wanted to talk maybe perhaps about something I was thinking about earlier, about how sometimes the suffering and some of the battles that we actually go through are kind of self-inflicted. There comes to this realization when you start understanding that everything you're going through is kind of halfway your fault. All these decisions that you've made lead up to all these struggles. Now, sometimes the struggle is because when you become knowledgeable of the Word and Jesus Christ, you'll start to notice that your spirit and that your heart are going to start conflicting with each other. And some of the struggle, some of the anxiety that you're going to go through is because the spirit and your heart are conflicting. Because you now know truth. So if you want to put it this way, the spirit, I'll just say your brain. Your heart and your brain are going to start conflicting with each other. And you're going to notice that that in itself is going to start causing a lot of anxieties. I've started to realize that anxiety, though, is kind of self-inflicted. It's the understanding that you kind of have to get over yourself in a weird way in order for you to start understanding, well, I don't know, your real self, who you really are. Some of this is not like fully understood in my head. I guess some of this is still something I'm pondering, but these past couple days that I've had, they've been kind of pretty solid. I've decided not to worry about some things that I would normally worry about, and in a weird way, and then kind of started trying to trust in God. Prayer became a big part of it, and I really just started praying, and then just trusting that He would take care of it, and lo and behold, it's fine. It took care of itself. And then I realized, like, if I had gone through that my whole day yesterday, sorry, I don't mean to get too close, but if I had gone the whole day yesterday worrying about it, it would have just taken care of itself. So it is weird how sometimes you just got to let it go. You just kind of have to just let it go. We have this weird inner need to just resist what is right, what is good. And maybe we should just stop doing that. Maybe we should just stop resisting what is good and start trying to just focus on that. I don't even really... There we go. I think where I'm getting is I feel like a lot of the struggle, a lot of the anxiety, a lot of the stuff that we go through is really just in our own heads. We go through it for no reason when 90% of the stuff that we worry about never actually happens. So I find it very, I don't know, it worked. I know that in ourselves it's really hard. I mean, we're now in a world where I'm getting tilted, but we're now in a world where we have more people. I mean, if you made the same amount, if your salary, if your income is the same amount as it was back in 2020, and you haven't gotten any raises, but you still make the same amount, if each year the price of living continues to increase, in an odd way, you are becoming poorer. You're becoming more poor. If you cannot afford the things that you normally could have, but it's not because you've changed, it's because the world is changing. I would challenge you guys. You need to go back to Christ. You need to invest. In fact, some of the smartest things I've ever done is with Fidelity index funds. That in itself. But start keeping your own money. Prioritize everything the way you need to prioritize it. But I think that if you start getting the concept in your mind that this isn't yours, this is all a temporary spot for us. None of this is us. None of this is ours. This is all God's. So to sit here and fret about what you don't have, if you were able to wake up this morning, you still have your life. If you think about it, of course, if I offered you $10 million right now, you would take it. But what if I said, here's $10 million right now, but you're going to die tomorrow? Would you take it? No, of course not. Because you value your life right now at more than $10 million. So there's this weird trust in God that you really have to understand and know that even though your name might be on your bank accounts, they aren't yours. They're God's. This thing is going catty-wonky on me, but okay. So life is going to hit you. Life is going to be lifing all the time. And I think you're going to have kids. You're going to have rowdiness. You're going to have complaints. You're going to have dogs barking in the background. But I think that if you just start primarily focusing on good, what can you do for your community? What can we do for each other? And in a weird way, I think God knows what he's doing. Starting to really get that understanding. Starting to really feel that he's got this. So understand it is important to read the Word every day, because you are going to become a better person, whether you want to or not. You keep reading that Word, you're going to be a better person. You're going to gain a better understanding. And I'm not saying just once or twice a week. Do it every day. It works. The Bible, it's going to correct you. but it's going to protect you. If you keep reading it, it's going to start directing you. And once you start getting better at listening to the Spirit, parakletos in Greek, once you get better at listening to how God speaks to you, and once you start surrendering and start actually trusting who God is, man, I think there's this. Now, you never know. In 24 hours, I might be upset about something, but I've started to learn to just immediately go to God. Just immediately start praying to God. So when you feel, pray. Whether it's happy or whether you're not happy. Because in a weird way, there's only two different feelings you're going to have in life. So you're either happy or you're not. You're either happy or you're unhappy. Everything else encompasses all of that. Let's see if I can do this. And so, if you're unhappy right now, you might need to pick up a Bible. That's my suggestion. You need to find Christ. How do I know I'm on the right direction? Because I heard him this morning. Am I still a human being? Am I still imperfect? Yes. But remember this. Do your best to love as Christ did. Forgive as Christ has forgiven you. Because those are just extra burdens. And then start to realize that a lot of the anxieties that you are feeling are not coming from Christ. Some may be coming from the enemy, but a lot of them may actually be coming from yourself, from your own need to worry. And like I've said before, don't worry, be grateful. Find that way. I know it's so easy to say, really hard to do. But sometimes the suffering is what it takes to get you to understand it. The Bible will correct you. The Bible will protect you. The Bible will direct you. So keep reading it. When I become better at reading it, I plan to read it online, maybe even in live chats. So I just wanted to make this video and let you know my progress. It's been quite a busy day. It's lunchtime, but it's been quite a busy day. Feels like everybody just needs my attention all at once sometimes, but it's okay. I've got this. So if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy my journey, if you enjoy what I talk about, if you're someone like me, if you're someone just trying to get comfortable in this new rebirth, this new you, heck, if you just like watching me talk, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'm a God guy, so that's what you're going to hear. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button. Share this video if you feel the need to. And like I mentioned before, subscribe. I love you all, and may God bless every single one of you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.